comes everyone that makes the Agribusiness and Countryside Development Foundation possible. We'd like to express our sincerest gratitude for the support and generosity of all of our members and donors, our special partner institutions, senior special partner institutions, corporate members, and individual members, without whom we would not be here today. The Agribusiness and Countryside Development Foundation is a nonprofit member-supported organization. And again, it is only through your generosity and support that we can bring you our sessions every week, as well as potentially any future projects that we have for our mission of poverty alleviation through job creation here in the Philippines. Once again, good morning. I am the president of the foundation, Julius Barcelona, and it's very nice to see quite a number of people joining us this morning. I'm sure you're all quite interested in our topic today, and it's a very timely topic as well regarding digital education for farmers. So normally at this time, I would call on our chairman, Mr. Ernie Ordonez, to introduce our
Mr.
speaker.
Chair, Mr. President, rather, I would like to have
Ernie.
the privilege of introducing our guest speaker. My voice is not excellent, but it's clear enough. I want the privilege because our guest speaker is very important to us. May I do that?
Sure, please, Ernie. I'm glad to hear that you are well enough to introduce our speaker this morning. Ernie, please. Come.
Yes, thank you. Pardon my bedroom voice, but I could not resist introducing Stephanie Velasco-Orlino. Why? Because she herself has terrific experience in this. She's the head of Stakeholder management team of corporate communications, PLDT Smart. And today, it's fantastic. She'll give us livelihood examples, and more importantly, the learning from this and the best practices that we can give to others. As our department chair said, our job is not just to be educated, but to get what we have here to fulfill a real mission, which is agribusiness, countryside development, and poverty reduction. Now, I'll ask Stephanie in the first 5 or 10 minutes to give us a personal look into her life, how she got into this, because we want to forge a personal relationship with her, because all our speakers, we want to work with them after the forum. So Stephanie, we'd like you to do that 5 or 10 minutes personal before you go into your talk about how you got into this and why you're passionate. And more importantly, Stephanie, after you talk, I think you have it already, but make sure you tell us how we, in the audience, 600 different individuals every month here and around the world, can spread or help your advocacy in this area. Now, Stephanie, as I told you, is the head of stakeholder management teams. But in addition, she's expert in so many areas. She knows about digital communication, farm to market links. Incidentally, the only book I ever published was Farm to Market, published by United Nations. And we are the worst, I repeat, the worst in Southeast Asia in terms of farm to market because of too many channels. She's an expert in that. And she also knows management education. She studied at Ateneo. And most importantly, her more than 20 years experience she's using for the benefit of helping the less privileged have a better life. So without much further ado, Stephanie, please give us 5 to 10 minutes of your personal life so we get really involved. And we'd like to let you know we'll be in touch with you as others may do. And in addition, incidentally, can you announce your number, whether your cell or office number, so that people around the world can call you direct without having going through the bureaucracy of going through us. Okay, so Stephanie, please, 5 to 10 minutes of personal life, what we can do to help you in your advocacy, and perhaps to start it off, your phone number. So Stephanie, I could not resist getting out of my, a little weak voice because you're so impressive. So please tell us your phone number and 5 to 10 minutes about your life and how we can help you push your admirable advocacy. Please go ahead, Stephanie.
Morning, everyone. Thank you for that, Mr. Ordonez, and thank you, Julius, no, for inviting me. I'd like to thank ABCD Foundation and MAP for essentially the opportunity for us to share with you today what we do at PLDT and Smart in terms of empowering Filipino farmers and MSMEs. So, as Mr. Ordonez mentioned earlier, I did graduate from the Ateneo many, many years ago. So since then, over 2 decades already of being in this field of community development. So I did actually start with the competition before doing already this one, corporate social responsibility. And when I transferred to Smart, essentially, I've been doing. I started with implementing education programs for the company since 2004. We actually did what we call broadbanding education, going to different public schools in the country, providing internet connectivity, setting them up with computer laboratories. And then from then, I actually moved on to expanding, my coverage, overseeing not just education, but also our initiatives on disaster resilience, on livelihood, inclusion, and internet safety. And the common theme and the common thrust of all of our corporate shared value programs, or what is more commonly known as corporate social responsibility or CSR programs, is that we leverage on technology. Being a technology company, as PLDT and Smart is the largest integrated telecommunications company in the country. And our goal at PLDT and Smart essentially is to use the technology to bridge the digital divide to ensure that no one is left behind. And we call it shared value because we deliver positive impact to the communities that we serve, and that is nationwide because our footprint is nationwide, while at the same time that helps advance our business objectives. And that's a way that we can make really our program sustainable because it makes business sense. It makes good business sense for us to do this, to implement these programs that support the different communities. And we are very much open to different partnerships, as I would be sharing later on how we are implementing these programs through collaborations. We do a lot of multi-sectoral collaborations, government, local, international, government agencies, local government units, civil society organizations, even other private companies, and of course, the local community. So we are very much open to collaborations with like-minded individuals, organizations. So please, if you would want to work with us at PLDT and Smart, you can actually reach me through my email. My email is svorlino at smart.com.ph, and my number is +63 918 337 1239. And you can also know more about everything that we do at PLDT and Smart in terms of our corporate shared value initiatives and also our sustainability initiatives through our social media accounts. You can go to Facebook and search PLDT and Smart Communities. And also we are on Instagram. And then you can also visit our newsroom online website, our sites at pldt.com.ph and then smart.com.ph. So you will find there all the initiatives that we have at PLDT and Smart, so that you can know if that is something that would add value to you, so that we can partner and collaborate. Thank you.
Thank you. Before you start, we want to thank you because you're so generous. You gave us all the contact numbers, and your number, we know it's a smart number. But people give office numbers. You've given a direct line. We appreciate that, and we are like-minded like you, and we want to learn from you and expand the good work you're doing. So without much further ado, thank you so much for being with us, and please proceed.
All right, allow me to share my screen. Please let me know if you can see the screen.
Good. Please go ahead.
All right. Okay, again, good morning, everyone. I am Stephanie Orlino. I'm the head of stakeholder management at PLDT and Smart. And again, thank you to ABCD Foundation and MAP for giving us the opportunity today to share with you our partnership programs at PLDT and Smart focused on empowering Filipino farmers and MSMEs. So I know a lot of you are actually wondering, why PLDT and Smart are in this space. Well, apart from providing the mobile phone lines, 3G, 4G, 5G connectivity, we've actually been implementing corporate shared value programs or CSR programs for more than 20 years already. So we implement programs in the areas of education, disaster resilience, internet safety, inclusion, and livelihood. As the Philippines' largest integrated telecommunications and digital services company, we recognize our role in championing digital inclusion, leveraging on our network and our digital services to help bridge the digital divide and help ensure that no one is left behind. So under our livelihood advocacy, we implement programs that focus on bridging the digital divide in agriculture and the MSME sectors. And we provide farmers with digital literacy skills and development, access to technology and connectivity, and access to market through e-commerce. We do these through partnerships that generate collective impact. We partner again with government agencies, local government units, nonprofits, other private companies, and the local communities. Each partner brings to the table their own expertise and perspectives that ensure program success and sustainability. Now, our programs, our first program is the Digital Farmers Program. So to help usher farmers to the digital economy, we implement the Digital Farmers Program or DFP, which provides essentially digital skills trainings for smallholder farmers, access to technology tools and connectivity, and access to digital agri services. We implement this together with the Department of Agriculture, Agricultural Training Institute, or DA-ATI. Okay, so the Digital Farmers Program has three components. So first is Farm Learn. This is the skills building component of the program. So the goal is to be able to improve digital literacy of smallholder farmers. What we do is we train farmers on basic mobile and internet skills, and then also agri applications, social media marketing, e-commerce, and smart agriculture technologies. Trainings are conducted either face-to-face or online, and it's 20% lecture and 80% hands-on. And then after the training, we keep the farmers engaged through different activities, including skills and knowledge assessment tests, so that they can keep practicing essentially what they've learned until it becomes a habit. Next is Farm Tech. This is a training kit designed to support farmer groups and agri-co-ops in their own digital literacy and training programs for their own farmer members, even those in remote areas. So each farm tech package, it's actually like a backpack that it includes a tablet. There are 10 smartphones, a Smart Bro Pocket Wi-Fi with smart prepaid load cards, an outdoor projector and projector screen. There's rechargeable portable sound system. There's a flash drive containing multimedia learning resources and apps, and also the DA-ATI learning materials. So lastly, there's Farm Connect. This one connects farmer groups with services like drone technology for precision farming. This component is taken care of solely by DA-ATI. Okay, so this is how the Digital Farmers Program or DFP evolved through the years to better respond to the needs of our farmers and the ever-changing digital landscape. So in 2019, we launched the program together with DA-ATI. DFP before, or digital farmers, referred only specifically to the digital skills training. So when you say DFP, it's equivalent to training of farmers. So the training program is ladderized, starting with 101 all the way to 103. 101 was on basic mobile and internet literacy. So in 2019, we piloted the 101 modules to select farming communities. And in 2020, just as we were ramping up the trainings, we all know that the pandemic hit. So what we did was we transitioned to online trainings. Now, in 2021, we launched the 102 module, which focused now on social media marketing and e-commerce selling so that our farmers can market their products online. And this was especially helpful because, as we know, everything shifted online at that point. This year also saw the launch of the 101 online course. It's available at the ATI's e-extension learning portal to expand the reach since we can't do it face to face, and also to be able to accommodate asynchronous learning, making it more convenient to farmers to take on the courses at their own convenience. Additionally, we implemented a training of trainer strategy to be able to scale up our programs, equipping local groups to train other farmers within their own communities. Now, in 2022, we launched the 103 module, which focused specifically on rice. This advanced course delves into smart agri technology, specifically designed to enhance rice production. This year, the Digital Farmers Program now became the umbrella program of DA-ATI for digital agriculture. So it's no longer synonymous to just the training component, but it now it's the umbrella, it covers all the components I mentioned earlier, which is Farm Learn, Farm Tech, and Farm Connect. The original DFP training is now referred to as Farm Learn. So in 2023, last year, Farm Connect was launched by DA-ATI to connect farmers with digital agriculture service providers such as drone technology providers. And just this year, we introduced Farm Tech to enable farmer orgs and other groups to bring the Farm Learn trainings to their respective municipalities, especially those in hard-to-reach areas. So this timeline essentially reflects the collective commitment of the ATI and us at PLDT and Smart to continually improve the program. We're constantly innovating, iterating, and expanding the program's offerings to be able to best serve the needs of our farmers. Okay, so we believe that the Digital Farmers Program is a true expression of a successful public-private partnership. So for their part, DA-ATI co-designs the program with us. This includes co-developing the modules, setting targets and matrices for evaluation, deciding on rollout strategies, including also promotions, etc., etc. We regularly have check-ins to see how we can further improve the program based on the needs of the farmers, and to ensure that the strategies and goals of the program are aligned with both of our individual objectives as organizations. DA-ATI, the regional training centers are also committed to roll out the trainings, and that is in partnership with local government units and local agriculture offices. Finally, and most importantly, since DA-ATI co-owns the program, they provide a budget every year for this program. Now, for our part at PLDT and Smart, we co-design and implement the program with DA-ATI. We provide connectivity support for the trainings. We also earmark a budget for the program annually. We manage post-training engagement for the graduates of the program so that they, again, continue practicing what they've learned. And we promote the program to our partners and create social media campaigns. To date, we've reached over 10,000 farmers, youth, and other agri stakeholders from Over 400 trainings we've conducted together with DA-ATI. Also, with the launch of Farm Tech last February, we've already deployed 15 packages to rice farmer organizations, and we're looking to hit 50 by the end of the year. So apart from the numbers, I'd like to share some stories of the farmers themselves. So first is Chandi's Integrated Farm located in Capiz. So Chandi's operated for almost a decade without any online presence. I know it's kind of unheard of now, no? At this day and age where everything is digital. But after learning about social media marketing in the training, their profits increased 5 times. They are now paying it forward also by actively training other farmers on this one in their neighboring communities in Capiz. Next is Myriad Farms, which is a farm school. So they were a participant in our trainings, and now they're one of the recipients of the Farm Tech package. So what they did is they leveraged the program to help with their own objective of training other farmers. So with Farm Tech, they will be able to expand their reach and empower more farmers. Finally, farmer Antonio Ignacio, who is a farmer in Region 2, initially he was unfamiliar, obviously, like many of us know, with drone technology for farming, but now he embraces its potential. His story reflects the program's role in bridging the knowledge gap and empowering farmers to adapt to evolving technologies in agriculture. So these stories are essentially examples of what can be achieved through collaboration and having a shared vision with like-minded groups and individuals, such as what we have with the AATI. Next is our program for MSMEs. MSMEs, as we all know, they make up over 90% of businesses in the country, and therefore they contribute significantly to our economy and in job creation. In today's rapidly evolving digital landscape, however, simply having a business isn't enough. MSMEs also need to adapt and embrace digital tools to reach new markets and achieve sustainable growth. So under our e-Biznovation program, we build the skills of our partner MSMEs, specifically on social media marketing and then also selling on e-commerce platforms. And then once they know about that, we help them take the next step by onboarding them to e-commerce platforms. Through the program, we help expand their market reach. They're able to generate more income, and then they're able to thrive in this digital age. So one of the programs or projects we have under eBiznovation is called the eBiz Buy Local Bazaar, which we implement together this time with TikTok Shop. So what it is a marketing and selling campaign for MSMEs. For this campaign, we implement a three-pronged approach. So first, we conduct interactive hands-on training sessions. So these sessions equip our participating MSMEs with the skills for to be able to successfully sell on the TikTok shop. So we cover topics like social media marketing, online content generation, the art of live selling, because as you know, TikTok is all about content and videos, and also the fundamentals of e-commerce selling. Next, we facilitate the onboarding process of our partner MSMEs. So we guide them through setting up their TikTok shop accounts so that we can ensure that they're ready to start selling right away. And then once they're onboarded onto the platform, we don't stop there. We actively support their selling journey on the platform. So this includes providing technical assistance and promoting their products online to a wider audience. Okay, so the eBiz Buy Local Bazaar campaign wouldn't be possible without a strong and collaborative partnership with TikTok Shop. So this is how we at PLDT and Smart and TikTok Shop work together to empower our local MSMEs. So for their part at TikTok Shop, they're the ones that train and onboard the MSMEs onto their e-commerce platform. They also provide merchant subsidies, including discount coupons, shipping vouchers, which help incentivize their customers on the platform to patronize our MSME participants and also to be able to boost the sales of our participating businesses. They also tap what they call TikTok Live agents to provide additional support to push and promote products and to drive sales for our supported merchants. Now, for our part at PLDT and Smart, we take the lead essentially on program management and implementation. We also coordinate and collaborate with local community partners such as LGUs, cooperatives, local chambers of commerce who adopt this program for their own supported MSME communities. We also leverage our extensive social media reach, and then we tap our own brand ambassadors to generate excitement and around, the program, the campaign, and to promote the project to help attract potential customers towards our participating businesses. And as part of our business, obviously, we provide connectivity support to our partner merchants as they participate in the online activities. So we launched this in 2023, and the campaign has quickly established itself as a valuable platform for our partner MSMEs. So over 1,000 MSMEs and cooperatives already participated in our training sessions. Essentially, the training sessions help them with the skills needed to succeed in a digital marketplace. We also successfully onboarded more than 200 MSMEs onto the TikTok shop platform, and this allowed them to create, because TikTok is very huge, especially in the country, the reach is very wide. So it allows them to connect with a broader audience, to allow them to showcase their products and obviously start generating online sales. Again, allow me to share some stories of our entrepreneurs who have transformed their businesses through the program. So first is Angelica Porto from Porto Kitchen, a young entrepreneur from Kamsur. Through the training and onboarding onto the TikTok shop, Angelica is now able to sell her products outside her province now in Kamsur, essentially reaching a wider audience. Next is Miss Grace Sibanico of Creamy Coffee, who is testament to the power of digital upskilling at any age. She is a senior citizen, but despite being a senior citizen, she embraced the program to learn about e-commerce, and in the process, she was able to actually establish her storefront inside the TikTok shop. Lastly, we have Abby Rico Hermoso of Josefina's Homemade Food. 3 months after joining the campaign, her sales increased by 500%. This surge in demand enabled her business, to expand essentially her business. She's creating now, paying it forward, creating more employment opportunities for those within her community. As Abby looks towards the future, she plans to establish a commissary to cater to the growing demand of her products. So these are just essentially a few snapshots of many success stories catalyzed through the program. These inspiring journeys showcase how creating a support system through strategic partnerships like what we have with TikTok Shop can create direct impact to the livelihood of people. Okay, in the next few slides, I will be sharing our key learnings from implementing these two programs, which we hope you can be of help to you as you create similar programs with your own partners. So the first is identifying who to partner with. So a crucial step for us in building a successful shared value program is finding the right partners. So we look for, again, like-minded individuals and organizations. Having a shared commitment towards the same goals obviously fuels a healthy collaboration. An example of this is our collaboration with DA-ATI for the Digital Farmers Program. Our shared vision and commitment allowed us to develop and implement a program that empowers farmers with digital skills, tools, and services to help improve their livelihood. Next, shared value is all about creating mutually beneficial outcomes for all parties involved. So it's important to create win-win situations with partners. So this one is the why of choosing one partner over the others. So take our collaboration with TikTok Shop under the eBiznovation program. They were a relatively young player in the Philippines back then. The TikTok Shop itself, the market storefront of TikTok. But they were very young at that time, but they brought this exciting potential of what they call shoppertainment. And then we at PLDT and Smart, on the other hand, we already had our MSME program in place, but we knew that we could benefit from a fresh and engaging way to connect our MSME partners with customers to increase their reach and income. So the partnership was strategic for both of us. For TikTok Shop, it was a chance to expand the reach in the Philippines. And for us, it allowed us to provide our MSME partners with tools and differentiated also our offerings by integrating social commerce solutions. Next, third, we believe that successful partnerships thrive on leveraging on each partner's unique strengths. So this answers the what partners bring to the table. So in the Digital Farmers Program, DA-ATI has the expertise in the agriculture sector, and they also have an extensive network of regional training centers across the Philippines that allows them to deliver the trainings to the farmers, farmer organizations nationwide. We at PLDT and Smart, we have the technology and expertise in digital. So by combining these two strengths, we are able to implement an agriculture program that upskills smallholder Filipino farmers, expands their knowledge and their reach, and helps improve their income through technology. Next, sustainable and impactful programs require community involvement. So this is the how to do effective community partnering. So the key is not to come in telling the community what they need, but to listen. We conduct consultations, design thinking workshops and sessions, and focus group discussions to understand the community's context, their community dynamics, and their specific challenges. So by understanding their pain points, we're able to tailor the program content and also the way we deliver the program to directly address their needs instead of a cookie cutter approach. So it's not one size fits all. So we tailor the program to the needs of the community after listening to what their pain points are and what their needs are. Okay, finally, designing for scalability and sustainability is crucial for long-term impact. So this answers the how of effective program implementation. So with DFP, we began with a strong foundation through training and capacity building for farmers. And then over the years, we recognized the need to go further and improve the program. So we iterated along the way to include access, providing access to technology to complement the trainings, and then also linking them to different digital agriculture services. Now, by iterating the program, we empowered the farmers to not only learn, but also to apply their skills that they've learned. This expansion also opened doors for more partners to join the initiative. So we're very open to different partners joining this initiative with DA-ATI, even if we're the ones that started this conversation with them. So more groups and organizations can contribute their resources, their expertise to expand the program's reach and impact across the country. Because again, the goal naman is really to improve and empower our smallholder farmers and the entire agriculture sector. Okay, so that includes my presentation. Again, if you're interested in collaborating with us, please do reach out. You can email us at farmsmart@smart.com.ph, and on Facebook, again, you can find us. Search FarmSmartPH or PLDT and Smart Communities. Thank you.
All right, thank you very, very, very much, Stephanie. It's an incredible presentation of the work that you are doing with the work of PLDT Smart with you at the helm, and this is really very much in line with the mission and vision of the foundation with regard to poverty alleviation through job creation. So by developing small agribusinesses and training people, bringing them on board with digital tools at their disposal. Maybe they just don't know how to make use of them or how to best make use of them. Maybe they're familiar with it, but not really, they don't really know how to make use of them. Well, these case studies that you've presented, you know, they really give us a lot of hope. And I think our audience is very ready to ask you questions about what you're doing. I see that Ernie has already unmuted himself. Maybe Ernie,
Yeah.
you'd like to take first crack, and then
Well,
and then we can ask other people to come in.
yeah.
Ernie, come
Well,
on.
just an announcement. That was fantastic. Just an announcement. In the chat box, they asked for email, phone, etc. Actually, it's been put there. I put in some stuff there. But for those who are listening around the world, 600 of you every month, I'll give again the number, right? +63 918 337 1239. I'd just like to add that this is the perfect example of public-private partnership. Instead of smart, you know, BLDT taking all the credit, they coordinate with government. And government is open to private sector participation. And that has happened because many times we're getting less, but government should really be open to private sector participation. My complaint is that, well, let me just say this, private sector used to monitor the budget and we were stopped from the competing. And as a result, 1/3 of expenses every year for 3 years was unexplained and unliquidated, right? Massive corruption and waste. Under the new sector, that's being eliminated. Private sector is back in play. But this private sector is not just look at corruption. More importantly, it is partnering with people like Stephanie, PLDT and Smart to go forward because corruption is, yeah, an irritant. But competence is the most important thing right now. And this partnership, Stephanie, we really appreciate it. And we are the partners here. And we would like to do as our president says, we'd like to partner with you. All right. So thank you very much. I go on and on, but I'm listening carefully. I just don't want the background to be seen. So I take out the vision. Thank you, Julius. And thank you, Stephanie.
Thank you. My
Okay.
pleasure.
All right, thanks very much, Ernie. All right, so we go now to our question and answer. We now have an open forum until 9 a.m. So just a few ground rules for those of you who would like to ask questions. The option is for you to first raise your hand. If you take a look at the bottom of your screen, if you're on your computer, you should see an option that says reaction. And reaction should allow you, when you click that, that should give you an option to raise your hand. So you can see right now on my video, I have a small yellow hand on the top left corner of my screen. If you're on Android or iOS, you should also be able to see reactions, but if you don't see it immediately, you can look for the 3 dots or the 3 horizontal lines. You tap that. That should also give you the option that says reactions. You tap that, and then you should see the option to raise your hand. Failing that, turn on your, you can put your questions in the chat box. Type them out. We'll line you up for your question. Failing everything, turn on your video. Try to catch your attention. I'll ask the members of our audience, in particular Vivian, our secretariat, to just let me know if somebody's trying to catch her attention to ask Stephanie a question. Okay, so are there, and then I'd like to ask, at least for the formal session until 9, we limit ourselves to just 1 question per participant. Of course, later on in the informal session, that's a more free-flowing discussion. But for now, to give way to as many people as possible to ask questions, let's limit ourselves to 1 question as much as possible. So I now open the floor to questions from the audience. Is there anybody who'd like to ask a question? It really is quite an incredible initiative pushed by PLDT Smart. And as you've mentioned in your presentation, this is in partnership with the DA-ATI. Okay, any questions from the audience? Okay, if there are none, maybe I can. Oh, okay, sorry. There's a question from Terence Uigonko. Would you like to unmute yourself and yeah?
Hi. Yeah. Good morning. Where's Martin pushing for Internet of Things for farmers to improve productivity? Because I believe that this is more important, especially with availability of IoT now. Thank you.
Yes. Yeah. Well, for now, at least for the partnership with DA-ATI, that falls under the Farm Connect component of the Digital Farmers Program, and that is taken care of by DA-ATI. However, from our end, we do have IoT services, and for us, that is part of our one of our commercial offerings. However, in the country, we still don't have a lot of case studies of wide use of IoT in agriculture, unlike in other countries. But we can, what we do essentially now is we share these case studies to different organizations to see if this is something that they can apply in their own settings. And then we do know that there are different agri startups that are into this one, and we partner with them by supporting them with essentially different services like IoT SIMs and connectivity. So there.
Yeah, thank you. So there are plans, uh, data plans that are specifically for IoT.
Yes, so we do have IoT SIMs, and then we can provide, obviously, that's bundled with connectivity support. And under our enterprise unit, we can actually do bespoke, solutions for different organizations, farming organizations. So it's more tailored to what you require from your from us, essentially for your use.
Thank you.
Right. All right. Thank you very much, and thank you for your question, Terence. Actually, our next topic will probably be of much interest to you, but I'll talk about that a little later on. We have a question from Jojo Padilla. Jojo, would you like to come in?
Hello.
Hello. Yes, please come in.
Sinulat ko na po yung question ko.
Ay, okay. Sige po.
Okay, yeah. Sige,
Babasahin
his
ko na
question
po.
is, sige pa. Yeah, so his question is, as the PLDT Smart programs, Farm Learn, Farm Tech, and Farm Connect, are they able to reach areas not served by PLDT Smart? For example, reachable only by Globe or Converge? Jojo Padilla is representing some farmers in Pangasinan in Region 1, so I think that's that's a very important question. Yeah, go ahead.
Yes,
Steph.
yes, definitely. That's why so we reach out for the trainings. We do extend nationwide. Our coverage is nationwide, and that is also supported by the regional training centers of the AATI. So either the AATI to the regional training centers, or kami po diretso, we can provide the trainings. And then the Farm Tech, the training package, the beauty of that is that even if you are in an area or in a remote area where there's no connectivity, you can actually use it because everything is already preloaded. All the content, the training content and the materials, both from PLDT Smart and the ATI, are already preloaded in the devices. And if we have actually a partner who sponsors the farm tech, whatever content that they have, we can also preload in the devices, and it can be used even in remote areas where we don't have signal, or where none of the telecommunications companies have signal, no, or have infrastructure. And that's why the kit also contains a solar panel, and then outdoor na mga meron din siyang pocket Wi-Fi, so it's mobile so that you can get you can download more content when you get to an area where there's connectivity. So yes.
Salamat po.
All right, thank you very much for that, Jojo. I see Gilbert has his hand raised. Gilbert Comila, please come in.
Yes, hello, good morning. I'm Gilbert Cumila, the General Manager of the Nueva Vizcaya Agricultural Terminal here in Bambang, Nueva Vizcaya, the widest trading center with 6.7 hectares and around 800,000 kilos average fruit, vegetables, and root crops. So I'm very interested with partnering with PLDT Smart because we are to upgrade our marketing system. We are directly connected with 1,000 farmers and buyers are coming here, and we are a big contributor to the fruit, vegetable, root crops, and both high value crops and lowland crops. So can we be a partner, because our key is really collaboration. Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, Sir Gilbert, definitely. So we can also link you directly with DA-ATI because from what I get from the question, you might also be looking at services or solutions to improve your farm operations. So while that is not part of what we do at PLDT and Smart, again, we do have commercial services, but also DA-ATI can support by linking you with different solution providers. So that's one of the services under and support that the program can provide under the Farm Connect naman na component. So yes, and if you're needing of additional trainings for your farmer organizations, we can also do training of trainers for your organization, and then for the different skills, digital skills for the farmers up to e-commerce, if that's something that you'll find useful.
Thank you very much. We will connect with you.
Right, thank you very much. Actually, I was really excited when Gilbert came in the audience because Gilbert and I met way back. And the NVAT has grown since then, and I know that this is really something that I'm sure would be of big help, of great help really to NVAT and to Nueva Vizcaya with regard to marketing.
Yeah,
So
and then also we
definitely,
do have other partners apart from the AATI. So again, we work with different agri startups, and then even other organizations from other provinces and municipalities, that if we see that we can, that's something that you can benefit from by partnering together, then definitely we'll introduce you also. We'll connect you.
Thank you.
All right. All right. Thank you very much, Gilbert. Other questions from the audience?
If none, I will ask a question.
Sure, Ernie, please come in.
We're in touch with Manny Pangilinan. As a matter of fact, we talked to him personally 2 months ago. He's become a member of this group called Federation of Philippine Industries. More importantly, he's the chair of the Kapampangan Development Foundation, whose asset base is more than 150 million. And I'd like you to bring this up to him. This is related to the prior question. We've been looking at these market centers, all right? And 4 days ago, I talked to the head of the Benguet farmers. We have this trading center in Trinidad. We've seen them fail. Trinidad is successful. But with your success in what you just talked about, they talk about horizontal and vertical integration. This request that we get from Nueva Vizcaya is a request that is being given by a lot of trading centers. We talked about private-public partnership. There is no private group. We've talked to SGV and other groups that has really gone in to look at this as a system. Now, for me, you're doing great work. Instead of another group coming in cold. You have all the network and experience and successes using what you've done before. As a special added, maybe this would be another portfolio under you, but please bring it up to Mr. Pangilinan. The problem, he's in production, dairy and, went to sugar. we know that, right? The problem in this country is marketing. The centers are so critical, and Secretary Laurel has given this a lot of importance, but though it's from the private sector, the public-private in this area is known perhaps more by you. So I like you to bring this up, that to build on your great successes, instead of referring this trading center to someone else, because we've looked around, we don't know anyone who can do it. And maybe you don't know it yet, but I think you're equipped to really get into it. Looking at that as a possibility, because that is a real big need, bigger than the production need, I think. 30% is wasted and all that. Trading centers come up and down, many fail and all that. And there are existing ones, you can strengthen it. So I'd like to make this request of you, Stephanie. Please bring it up to Mr. Pangilinan, whom I know, that this request you got today of your helping center, if it can be done in a way that you will look at it as a possibility, that can be another feather in your cap, a different one, a big one. It's marketing centers. There's no business group I know that's looking at this. And we've tried the others, and they don't have your experience. They don't have the grassroots. And I'd like to make that request of you. Can you, though it is not in your portfolio, and we appreciate you referring to some other people, I will tell you, the other people won't know it, I think, in the grassroots way, the problem. So can you just bring this up? I know your plate is full, but PLDT and Smart, Mr. Pangilinan, you are so involved with the country. I'd like to let you know there's a big need, and if you can just consider it. Can you consider it, Stephanie? Maybe send a person there, see how big the problem is, and see it's happening all over the country, and perhaps devote a part of your stakeholder management to this particular very big issue today that frankly no one is solving.
Noted on that, sir. If you can let us know which area to visit and that the trading center to visit, as you mentioned, maybe we can drop by and have a chat about that.
Okay, Nueva Vizcaya for one. That's the first one. You already have a connect. And our foundation, we do the work between forums. Our work is between forums. We're action-oriented. We'll make sure that thing connects. And the second one, I just talked to her a few days ago, is the Cordillera one, the Benguet one, right? Actually, we've had them already guest in our program here, and we've tried to help, but we haven't been so successful because we don't have the expertise, the connects that you actually already have. No, so Nueva Vizcaya first, and if time the Cordillera one. But Nueva Vizcaya, because they're already asking, I'll call up Agat Balonoy. I'll tell you, she was afraid to appear in the Senate fighting all that. Last weekend, personally, she said she cannot talk because we have a new secretary, Chu Laurel, who's private sector oriented, is brave and tough, and of political big figures. So this one would be the second one. And it is actually what gave birth to Allianz Agricultura 20 years ago. This group that succeeded, then failed or threatened, now they're alive again. So in answer to the question, Nueva Vizcaya first, and second, if you have time, Cordillera, we'll contact you after this meeting about the two numbers, etc. Thank you very much, Stephanie.
Thanks, sir. I took note of that one. Thank you.
It's 9 o'clock. Well, it's close to 9 o'clock. And thank you very much to our speaker this morning, Stephanie Velasco-Orlino, for a really wonderful presentation talking about the this program where you're bringing farmers into the digital age and letting educating them about the tools that are available at their disposal to either, increase their access to knowledge, or to give them the opportunity to improve their agribusiness development through TikTok Shop. But unfortunately, that's really all the time that we have, at least what we can upload for free to our audience here in the Philippines and around the world. So first of all, I'd like to give our certificate of appreciation, if we can flash that on screen, to our speaker this morning. So the Agribusiness and Countryside Development Foundation, in partnership with the Management Association of the Philippines, together with all our members and donors, our special partner institutions, senior special partner institutions, corporate members, and individual members, all present this certificate of appreciation to Stephanie Velasco-Orlino for her invaluable support in the advocacy and promotion of agribusiness and countryside development, and for her commendable and unselfish services rendered to this foundation as our resource speaker, given on our 12th weekly online meeting of 2024, this 30th day of April in Makati City, Philippines. Signed by Ernie Ordonez, our chairman, and myself as our president.